I'm Bobby Roastbeef from Jigs and Bigs, and you're watching Hoodlum Cast.
Did that work?
Beautiful.
It totally worked.
All right,
Seamless.
guys. Thanks for watching Bass and Brews. That's the show. We're done. We've accomplished what we needed to accomplish.
That was great.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a professional production that we have going on here. I mean, literally, we just all logged on. We didn't practice, nothing. I just hit record and then we started, and that's what happens. That's what we do over here at Hookset Hoodlums. We put out quality, professionally produced podcasts. Anyway.
Hookset Hoodlums. We put out.
yeah. We could have just ended that. Some more than others, some only at a doctor's office. But
some on NyQuil.
Yeah.
NyQuil. I don't take NyQuil. I'm not an addict. Welcome to Hoodlum Cast. Tonight, well, so far we got Bobby Roast Beef with Greg Road Outdoors. We got Kenny, Drew, Rodney, and myself. And we may have a couple pop-ins as always. I know the Bass and Brews boys are recording tonight. They did want to jump on, so we'll see. Alex finally.
Speaking of that, I have something to read.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, a statement.
Yes, it says, "Dear William Beauregard, Ernestine Hamburg Billiam, you, sir, hath done greatness greatly. I appreciate your high tempo pace of life in your weirdly shaped upper body. I shall make it upon the dumb suggested time you proposed. I hope you're safe and settled with the furry socks in your most comfy drawers. Sincerely, sincere. Go fuck yourself."
Wait a minute. Is this did you guys play it? Hold on a minute.
There he is.
Oh, wow.
Very funny.
That's
funny.
awesome.
Very rude. Insulting. And what did you miss? The show. It's over, buddy. A weirdly shaped upper body made me laugh because I think the best comedy is some with truth in it. So very funny, uncalled for, and I'm sure since your name is Beauregard,
No, it's not.
Beauregard.
Beauregard.
There you go.
Beauregard. Where's your little sidekick? Is he coming on?
We Alex.
Yo, he said, "What do you mean, we people?" He said, "What do you mean, we people?" in a text, and I said, "Dirty whites." And Paul said, "I thought you meant we people, WEE people." Yeah, good stuff. But I actually, this is 2 weeks in a row that for zero reason at all, I had faith that Alex was actually going to come on. So
that mistake number 2.
Yeah. He was doing when he was doing the whole angler with Erky, I told him to deliver a message to go fuck himself because there's nothing I hate worse than somebody who doesn't text back. And that guy goes weeks without texting.
I knew it. I knew that was going to get a rise out of Ken. I knew it.
Then that's hey. A lot of people react different ways to different things. So I can't control that. I can't control that.
I had a listener text me and said that if Alex can, go on with something else. I forgot it. I got to look it up.
Okay, you didn't make it far.
Shit, dude.
I was going to say.
I had a listener text me. Oh shit! I panicked. Next.
I was going to say your listeners can text.
Crazy. Just like what Addie did just before. Voice texting.
Yes, they can text. They missing teeth like most of yours, but they can text.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it now. No, wait.
And we ain't got none, so whatever.
The fuck? Where is it? Continue with the podcast. Don't let me hold you up.
But I know as soon as I start going, you're going to interrupt me.
This is the podcast.
I don't know what's going on.
Continue. This was on the sheet. This is the star of the. This is like the.
Never mind. I can't find it. Continue.
All right.
It was much funnier to me than it probably is in real life.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of your subtleties are the only funny thing that you say. Can
you spell subtle?
SUBTLE. Subtle. Thank you. We should have a spelling bee one day.
Steve-O should be the first.
Oh yeah,
contestant.
where's he? Fucking Wawa. He's supposed to be on here too. I forgot about that.
Fucking Wawa. Fucking Wawa.
It's getting the fucking Thanksgiving grinder. Yeah. Anyway, tonight we do actually have we always have a loose topic, and it's not Paul's ass. So tonight our show is going to be centered. Centered around the pros and cons of like big box stores or name brand stores as opposed to small local tackle shops. Same as tackle in general. Big name brand tackles. That's why I have Googan and Bass Pro and Wal-Mart in the background behind all of our frames here. So big stores like Wal-Mart compared to your local shops, the pros and cons, are you for or against? I have a theory that we're all going to be on very similar pages. If we're not, I think we will be by the end. But yeah, so I did send a text out. Hey, when we do the show, this is going to kind of be the main topic. And, I think Bass Pro, Walmart, definitely bait companies like Cody was on here a couple weeks ago talking about Yamamoto, how it's shit and all this stuff. And Googan obviously always gets trashed because they're like the most popular thing. And I think it's always cool to hate the most popular thing. I think they all get a bad rap because of their popularity.
I don't know that Googan is anywhere as popular as it was 5 years ago.
Absolutely not.
No, definitely not.
I think, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, Bill, but I do. I think that like Googan has kind of fallen out a lot when it comes to folks that fish routinely.
Well, I like for the reason I like a lot of the. The reason I'm not against any of these popular things is because convenience too. And you're out and about and you can grab these things. But like Googan, I always liked the like soft plastics for trailers. I use them constantly. I love some of their creature baits. And people are like, they tear up easy. Yes, they all do.
But this is one of my favorites, the stupid Bandito bug. And the reason I started throwing it actually is because of Billy like 4 years ago.
Yep. Yeah, I love the Bandito bug. Now, also, like I said, it's also just preference. And Bobby, you talk about this all the time, like confidence baits. I think it's also pretty much any creature bait you throw, Texas rigged, is going to do the same thing as a Bandito bug if it's got your color pattern that you like. It's about confidence. But like,
these smell so good.
They do smell good. Yeah,
smell like crack.
Oh well, Bobby just did a whole thing on scent.
Yeah, and it's funny because those Googan baits are they're what Joe claims is the best variety of scent that you can use, and his favorite scent, anus.
Yeah,
he loves it. He can't get enough.
Yes. He wears it on his mustache. He wears it on his mustache.
He does.
It tastes good too.
Jacqueline.
Oh yeah, groceries as some people call it.
Gross.
Anus.
Anise. Yeah. Anus. Anise.
So it took me a little while on the show to realize that that's what you were saying, Bobby, when you were like anise. And he was like, yeah, I just love it. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'm like, I couldn't figure out what he was talking about. It took me a minute.
Yeah, it's that like black licorice kind of.
Yeah.
Fennel.
Yeah. Fennel cake.
Fucking fennel cake.
Dog fennel is a great bug deterrent.
Thank you.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah. It is.
You can break you off a stalk, and while you're out there fishing, if their bugs are bothering you, just kind of swat it around like a fly tail. Rub it on your skin. It's good. Yeah, it's a good bug deterrent.
I'm gonna have to try that.
I wouldn't eat it, but you could.
Oh.
I wish nobody responded to Paul when he said that.
You wouldn't eat anus?
Rub it on your skin.
Oh shit!
Rub anus all over your skin. Who do you, G.G. Allen?
Blanchard?
Performer of a lifetime. G.G. Allen. Hold on one second. I'm removing myself.
Related to Woody Allen?
G.G. Allen?
He's gonna.
He's gonna mess all this up.
Dead air.
You
dead
know who
air.
I miss? Speaking
Oh
of
my God.
Allens,
Oh yeah.
So now
you know
we
who
can
I
say
miss? Speaking of Allens, Alan Kawicki,
Alan Kawicki.
that?
I don't know who that is.
That
NASCAR
name sounds
driver,
familiar.
80s,
Oh,
90s.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Before he jumps back in, since you're talking about it, who all uses like smelly jelly and that type of stuff for on your plastics and everything?
No.
I don't.
I don't use
I don't.
I don't use smelly jelly, but I do use what is it? I use Spike It markers quite a bit, but I also use there's this one other stuff. It's like a gel based scent additive, and
Okay.
man, I forget what it's called. Joe picked it up at like some big outdoors show in where he was working with Fish or Die, and is it? Oh, it's Thump Gel. That's what it's called. He's back.
Up jail.
Yeah,
Dude,
Thump Gel
that's
is-
a terrible fucking name.
yeah, that's a dick.
Thump
That's a
gel?
dick cream. That's a dick
I like
cream.
it.
It's a dick.
Yeah.
I like it. When I'm
Thump
on
gel.
Sequel, I don't mind the name.
Thump Gel.
I used to have some scents. I don't know, years ago.
Yeah, now you're an idiot.
I didn't ever use it, and then all of a sudden my bag started smelling, and it ended up leaking everywhere because it got so hot and like expanded, and then it was everywhere. So I'm like, I'm not ever using this shit again.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, those Spike It markers are real good to write on your windows if you need to make notes for anything.
Sometimes when I forget a marker for my identifier in a tournament, I'll use a Spike It marker, and then I regret it for the next 8 hours.
That's smart.
Yeah,
That's smart.
it's dumb. It is dumb.
Well,
'Cause
I
you
mean,
were
it
just
wouldn't
walking
matter to
around like
me because I
Scampi.
wouldn't catch nothing.
Greg, do you
Hey-
recommend something specific? Is that why you asked? Do you have
No, it's just because you guys were saying about stuff and everything. Like, I never have really used it that much, but that whenever I went down with Fish with Jimmy, he like gave me a bottle of stuff. He's like, dude, like small. I can't remember what it is, but he like swears by it for everything. I mean, he puts it on like jerk baits, like soft plastics, like everything. So. I've never really had noticed much of a difference whenever it comes to that stuff.
And
So.
see, I could see the benefit in non-moving water, but as much moving water as I fish, I've never really got behind it. You know,
Yeah.
like as far as just because I'm fishing in kind of somewhat one spot, but that scent's moving faster than I'm moving. You know,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I kind of look at it's a 50-50 shot, I guess, but it's not worth me ever really getting invested into.
Go ahead, Bokerd.
Who the fuck thought it was a good idea to make sense of coffee and garlic? It's like an
Oh,
Italian
this
came
is-
over and it's like, I'm gonna sell. Like, why those two fucking cents? Why not shad
Bobby
and
just-
I mean crawfish
Bobby
we
just
got,
went
but
over
why
all
the
this.
fuck we got coffee and garlic and fish and shit? The fuck is
That's
that
in
from?
like all the
So,
tubes.
I've never got it.
Like all the Strike King tubes and everything. Like they're pretty much all coffee scented and stuff.
Yeah,
And-
and I've
and
never
I-
had
Fish
any
ain't
luck
never
with
ate
any of
that shit.
Yeah.
What
We
happened?
don't talk about
I don't
Strike
think-
King here.
I don't think
Oh, yeah, we
it's
gotta cease and
about.
desist from them.
I don't think it's about them smelling like garlic or coffee or anything like that. I think really what's important is that it just covers up the human scent. But to kind of go off of what you guys were saying earlier, we recently had one of the owners from Tornado Innovation on. Have you guys seen their baits? Like they make a clear umbrella rig.
Mm-mm.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah, I
it's
got
all-
I got a few of their spinner baits and
Yeah,
Hey, rigs.
they make some really cool shit, real cool stuff. And we were talking, and he mentioned something I never thought of, and he was like, "Yeah," he goes, "adding scent specifically for the property of scent. Like when I use the markers, a lot of time I'm using that for accent color. You know, put some orange or red at the throat, put a little chartreuse at the tail to just kind of get a little contrast on the bait. But I never thought about this before. All that scent really only makes logical sense when you're
Scent?
fishing a slower. Nice, that's very good, Paul. only
I
really,
knew
really-
you were going there.
Yeah. It only really makes sense when you're throwing like a slower, like a bottom contact bait or a drop
Yeah.
shot or something like that, where it's a type of bait that they're going to nose up to it and may turn away from it. It's where there that it really matters. So like throwing it on like a crankbait or a finesse swim bait or something is really not necessarily, unless like your hands are just like have, I don't know, you fucking stink or whatever, you know what I mean? And your scent is all over that bait that you just drop it right away. It's those bottom contact finesse baits where it's more critical.
I agree. I think
at what point do we give fish or any wildlife animal more credit than they deserve, though? Because
I know.
It's to a
I
point.
agree.
I mean, I'm an outdoorsman. I'm a hunter. Okay, now I can even down to deer hunting and stuff. You know, all the scent blockers and the ozone stuff like that we have in the hunting world. I understand that to a point. Like if you're going to a super remote mountain, you know, where there is no, that human scent is something new, but also at the same time, animals are very curious, you know? So where does that line switch off where curiosity leaves and now it's fear? Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say there? Like
I put, for hunting, for like my camo and stuff, I burn leaves and I stand in the smoke with the leaves. Yeah.
Hey, I do the same thing. After hunting season's over, all my hunting gear sits in my damp, wet basement. You know, so it gets that mildewy smell. You know, like something not. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know when it comes to the stuff. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we give these animals too much credit in this department.
Yeah.
I think like Bobby was saying though, because I have a buddy that fishes. Like he's pretty hardcore. Not saying that like no one else is or by any means, but like he's the moron out there in December, like dragging a Ned rig around and just sitting there for 5 minutes as it's sitting on the bottom waiting for a smallie to pick it up. And he had said like at those times he definitely, like I was saying, that's whenever he's using a lot of the smelly jelly and everything, because he's just trying to get them to just barely get that pickup and get his, you know, get a hookup and everything. So
So for me, instead of like a scent, I use a rattle and all my worms. For the
I love the little rattles.
Yeah, me too.
Damn, y'all rich as fuck. Y'all got all the scents, rattles, and worms.
Hey, maybe we should invent like a hand cream for fishing that is scented but doesn't smell terrible.
It's called
everything. It's called. Be quiet. I'm talking. And then everything that we touch. You know what I mean?
I like it.
I ain't been scolded like that since I was about 8 years old.
Hands off with a Hookset Hoodlum slime rag.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you are.
Does my mic work?
No.
Yeah, it's working.
Yep.
Okay. I think Bobby, when you said on your show, you talked about put it on the finesse baits. I don't use scent really, but I will. I'll switch out a soft plastic for the reason like, okay, this one's, I need a fresh one or something like that. But sure. I have used that in the past, but I'll use it for the same reason that you said it like attract curiosity. Maybe I agree with Rodney that we give them too much credit. Attract curiosity, and then if they're gonna bite it, they're gonna bite it anyway. And what you said, Bobby, I'm like talking to my radio, agreeing with you. It just maybe that extra split second to hold on maybe a little bit longer on that set or something like that, just a little enough time. Other than that, I agree. On a moving bait, I mean, I don't know if I've ever done it. I can't imagine that it's very effective. But again, it's all confidence too.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I do it on moving baits all the time, especially soft plastic swim baits. But it's usually adding like those spike it, like the markers, some accent around the throat, and then an accent depending on water clarity on the tail.
Slower.
That's totally. Not even slower. Like I mean. Dude, like I'll throw a 4-inch swim bait on a 1/4 ounce head and burn it, or even a 1/2 ounce head and burn it deeper. But having that color on there, because that's the thing. Some of these additives, it's not just the scent that you're like. It's also the fact that it'll add a little accent, something to break up what it is. Because like how many green pumpkin swim baits have these fish seen?
Yes.
You know, but you put a little bit of chartreuse on there, especially when the water's a little bit dirty. You know, maybe you only have like 2 feet of visibility, just a little dab.
Yeah.
Or if they're short striking it and you can't necessarily, you know, change out to a smaller plastic, then I'll take and put a little bit of red or orange on the throat, and it gives them like something to look at. I've actually started doing that too, although this is a bottom contact bait, in my jigs. Like I'll color inside around the trailer where the hook keeper is, all the way around, some other type of color. And I think that is just truly like confidence, like force a habit.
Yeah,
this worked for me once.
Well, that's
I'm gonna
I always
just do it again.
I always do big contrast, contrast for jigs. I think dark to light or light to dark. I think it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
and it's funny.
Bit of visibility must be nice.
Yeah. Well, depending on the day up here, depending on the day, we get some crazy visibility.
Oh yeah, and where you're at too. If you're fishing some sloppy, muddy water, but there's places you can see the bottom. 12, 14 feet, you see the fucking bottom.
Oh yeah,
depending on where you're at.
Hey, speaking of 4-inch swim bait, has anybody ever thrown one of these?
What is it?
I haven't yet.
It's pretty slick looking.
No. Yeah, it's a 6 cents. It's called the Option. I saw it the other day. I've never seen it before, so I grabbed one. I probably will never throw it, or throw it once and then be pissed.
I could tell you this. To go back to
Chad.
What we were talking about. Oh, go ahead. Oh, shit,
You
is that
okay,
me?
Bill?
Do I have a delay here?
No.
What?
I was gonna say, to go back to what I was talking about with the bigger brands there, the 6 cents. Like I always will shop local and stuff like that, but I'm such a sucker for 6 cent stuff. I buy everything they put out. Like I have such a confidence in that brand.
Yeah.
I just don't think that there's any, like, it is a nice idea to think that you're gonna buy small craft tackle all the time. Like, it is genuinely the nicest idea, but it is so unrealistic. And I mean, like, we're super tight with the Dark Horse tackle guys. Like, that's what they do. But you're just going to have like situations where you run out of availability issues that can happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find an alternative. And sometimes it makes a difference and sometimes it doesn't, but like it is but I think for most people, like, we just have to go to that big box store when we, in a pinch.
And like what you're just saying too, Bobby, it's like, I know me and Bill, we were big on the flirt skirt jig train there. And I ran into that a few times where I absolutely loved his product. I had nothing bad, but it was that, I'm on a river somewhere and there's a Walmart 5 minutes away from me and I'm out of my, my white chatterbait or something. I got to go there. I don't have a choice. I can't instantly get a guy from the east side of the country to hook me up on the river,
Yep.
And it's tough too for those bait makers because you have situations where, they started out as like something that was really niche and very much in demand. Like you see this with, are you guys familiar with battle baits?
Oh yeah.
Battle baits. Yeah. Good luck finding the minigun, like anytime. Like he has to drop them. He has to drop them in batches. He'll say this color's available, and then you got to, at that moment you've got to strike and get, whatever you can. It's almost like whatnot shopping.
Yeah. And a big problem too is that you can't necessarily, without investing a lot of money up front, you can't try something out like you can at Walmart or Bass Pro or wherever you're going. If I want to try something new, I'm gonna run to Walmart and I'm gonna pick up just one. I can't justify wasting that guy's time to make me one jig. It doesn't make sense for either one of us. Unless I'm buying like 10 or 15 of them, I can't justify the money on my side, and I can't justify the money because his time is money. So how much time did he have in making that one jig, compared to what I actually paid him?
I did that with, was it 2 years ago? Something popped up on Instagram and it was a small maker and it was I feel like Battle Baits started making something very similar, but it had like a chatterbait blade on it, but it had like the wiring of a spinnerbait back behind it almost, that it was further up. And I saw that and I was like, damn, that thing looks super fucking cool. Like that will go through grass. Like that's a best of both worlds. I've thrown it like once after buying it, but I bought like $80 some worth of them because I was like, I need one in every color, because what if these do work? Then I have them just in case. And I've thrown them like one time, one tournament. It did not go through stuff like I thought it would, and it's somewhere buried in one of my tackles right now, one of my boxes.
So the pig jig guy, I don't know him well. I talked to him a bunch of times though, but just about his product, and I consider him a small bait maker. I know he does very well, I assume, but seems like everybody's throwing him. But I just put in like 3 orders of the past month, just prepping all my tackle. And one of them was we did a custom thing of these bladed jigs that I wanted, and I get 10 of them. I want 10 of the same exact color. This, and then I have back to like so that's supporting local. Plus, I know it's a good product. I used it. I hammered them with that thing, and they held up. And then I got an update today that the 6 cents jigsaws were back available. I'm like, I do not need this. I do not need this. But I just restocked on everything. I'm like, I'm good for the year probably now. But I'm buying
a couple of years.
Because I just trust, like, okay, this is the product, or this I really want to throw, or whatever. And again, like to what Rodney was saying about Walmart, like there's not a part of me that needs a chatterbait or a bladed jig, but sometimes I'm like, if I'm just going through the tackle shop in Walmart and I see like, oh, the chatterbaits like on this color, I'm like, I'm gonna grab a couple of those because they're very affordable.
Oh, of course,
they're accessible, and you got them. So it is what it is, you know. It's hard to hate on the big stores like that because of accessibility.
Every year I say, like, I'm good on tackle. Like I only need to buy shit if like I run out of something. And then 3 weeks later, I'm like, oh, there's 7 orders from different places, like of stuff I didn't need. Like,
well, winter is a bitch because you end up spending so much money on shit you don't need just because you're just itching. For me, anyway.
For the south.
Yeah, one day. That is the plan.
Come on, North Carolina's not full yet. You only got a couple more years.
Yeah, that's true. Well done. All right, I'm going to add scuba and I'm going to leave just so everybody knows. I'll be right back.
Oh, God, where's scuba at? Well, hold on. Everybody guess where scuba is.
I'm leaving, too. Somebody take me out of this motherfucker.
Fuck you. Fuck you guys. Well, Paul,
nice shirt.
Paul, you don't love me no more?
Always and forever. Live, laugh, love, bitch.
Live, laugh, love. That's got to be a Hookset shirt.
Yeah. Paul, you out of here for real?
Steve-O's wall. No, I was being facetious.
Oh, okay.
Take him 30 seconds to get bounced out.
I'm going to grab a refill.
Yeah, there's
already?
I'm going already.
no chance.
We started any topic there, or are we just still doing normal, just BSing about everything else?
He left in the middle of your fucking question.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So this is one of the top. It's one of the topics talking about this shopping at small brands versus the big box stores.
Yeah, I think plastics are easier to get from your small places. Like I feel that the bigger, I shouldn't say easier to get. I think that, like he was saying, like if you want a bladed jig, more than likely you're grabbing a Z-Man or, the 6 cents. Well, now that they came out, or a slobber knocker or something like that. But I feel like there's a local guy that supported our kayak trail who made a great gizzard shad, like Kai-Tech imitation for swim jigs, and I've crushed on it. And it's like, I just noticed the other day that I'm running low on that, but I have a couple other guys I want to hit up to see about getting that. But I think soft plastics are easier to shop for at like the little custom guys than it is for anything else.
I think the issue with me is like, we all start to build some sort of relationships like Flirt, Skirt, or Pig Jigs is probably going to be the next one where we all want to support them. And there was somebody out of Massachusetts I was getting my bladed jigs from. Bobby probably knows the name. I forget who they were.
Bog Hogs, I think.
Bog Hog. Okay. I spent so much money with them. But when I go into a big box store, if I go into Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop, I get overwhelmed and it's just like, oh, like this is cool. I haven't seen this. Maybe I'll try this, or like, whoa, I've never seen that before. And I use this from that company. Maybe this will work. And it's just like a kid in a candy shop where you don't even need them. It's just right in front of you. And so you start like, oh, like this, like this looked great. So I just got it.
It's really easy if you throw one worm. And it's really easy. You can buy it.
And how much other shit do you have though?
A lot.
Yeah.
I don't throw it.
Right.
Yeah. I have it at Wal-Mart.
Collect it.
I have it everywhere. And then whenever I'm in there, I pick up 3, and then I have 100 of them at home.
To that,
in 53 years, when you die, you're going to leave all that fishing shit to your kids, who are going to turn around and sell it at a garage sale, and some young 18-year-old lad's going to roll up and get out of there with $500,000 in shit.
Oh, for sure.
He's going to be stoked.
Yeah.
And 8 million worms.
Yeah. Well, Drew, to that you use Berkeley, and that's another one where like Cody or these guys will shit on Berkeley, but hey, it's a soft plastic. It's tried and true. You have confidence in it. You still outfish most people when you're fishing with them with it. But now to add that, you throw the same worm every time. Berkeley, he's putting out new incredible stuff constantly right now. All their new Max Ed stuff. Like, there's got to be a part of you that like, I think I'm going to try that out.
Berkeley soft plastics are created through science with fish behavior. I mean,
dude,
you're right. They are. Power bait, all that stuff. They did cotton ball tests and shit like that. Matter of fact, garlic and coffee was the one that the bass held in its mouth for the least amount of time.
So to go back to the coffee, I think that is probably some bro science where some shitty like 50-year-old dude drank Budweiser heavies all night, made a pot of coffee, put it in his thermos, and then was like, I got coffee on my hands. We're having a hell of a day. And then somebody just sold that to word of mouth that coffee is the scent that catches big ass fish.
I think it's got nothing to do with fishing at all, and they're just marketing towards people. Like, some of this shit's got nothing to do with fishing. They're just marketing towards like what people like.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but like most all fishing families have some kind of top secret carp bait, some dough ball or whatever. And I've got one, and it has to have a certain amount of corn water in it and a certain amount of vanilla. It makes no sense, but that's just how it is, because
what else is in that? Come on, go.
110 years ago, Jim Bob caught carp on it, so that's it. It is that scent game. I don't know. I can't get my head wrapped around it.
Bank anglers of varying types of fishing skill they have all the shit, all the gimmicks. Like they have all the shit, because that's the only way they can feel like they can make a bite better in the middle of summer. I mean, at least down here. But
I feel like
you're right.
It's not maybe noticed as much in like the bass fishing community, but I think in like the trout fishing realm, because that's where I grew up in and everything, where you have me now that like I'm going out with a Euro rig and like these tiny little nymphs and all this stuff. And it's like back in the day when I was a kid, watch dudes throw like fucking pieces of corn out on a hook with like one split shot and just bang fish out like it was nothing.
So, it had to be the gold. It had to be the gold eagle claw hook.
Yeah.
Barbless, and you put corn from the eye all the way down just below the tip.
Yep.
How you kill trout and salmon.
Well, I get big like that with the red free swinging salmon hooks, and it needs to be red, and that's just something that's in my head. It means nothing, I'm sure.
How many hooks are on that?
Shut the fuck up. You always got to ruin a good time.
that 3-out weighted trouble.
After one time.
I was fishing for Atlantic salmon. It was a target fish. It was a goldfish I wanted to get. So I go out one time and I'm filming and I catch one in the Naugatuck River in Connecticut. And I'm like, it was like maybe a 18, 20 inch, 22 inch salmon. I caught it. I was all stoked. Drop a YouTube video. And the first comment is like, hey, asshole, you're using a treble hook. That's illegal this time of year.
Oh, dude, I remember that.
You're like, delete.
No, I apologized. What am I gonna do? I didn't take it down.
Hey, Alex used to use treble hooks.
I don't know what I'm doing.
And he didn't know it was outlawed, and found out on the podcast. Guy was like, "You could never use treble hooks." He's there with his wild ass grandpa telling a story about them hooking the salmon with treble hooks, and guys like, "You can't do that there." This was years ago, obviously, but yeah, he's like, "That's not illegal. It's a fucking criminal."
He's wanted in 6 states.
They have to have high seats at the cafeteria table for him if he went to prison.
Yo, where is he anyway?
Good question.
That's crazy.
Good question. We're supposed to be recording right now. Guess is probably the only one that showed up. Have I got a text from Alex? Please.
No, but I mean, you're waiting for a text from him to start recording.
I am waiting for a text from Alex to infinity and beyond.
Yeah.
Time ceased to exist.
All right, Buzz.
Yeah.
He's lost in the sauce lately. I'll tell you.
You had to fight Buzz Lightyear or Woody. Which one would you choose?
Woody.
That's my stupid question. I like to fish.
Woody.
Dog.
Yeah, Woody, yeah, for sure.
I'd
I'd
the
fight
living
Buzz.
fuck with a Woody. And are you
Buzz
just saying
can fly.
that because? Are you just saying
He
that
can't
because Ken
fly,
looks like
though.
Woody?
He can't. He can he glide
Okay,
though?
that's,
He just
He
He has
falls
armor
gracefully.
on, though. He has armor on.
Buzz is supposed to be able to fly.
He's supposed to be. Yeah, the dude's fucking delusional.
Fair enough.
And Alex is supposed to do a podcast, but nothing's true.
I'll take things that are delusional, Alex, for 500.
Oh man, I had a good
If I
list.
signed out of this completely, would it stop recording?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you're the host, right?
Probably.
Yeah, why didn't you
Yeah.
sign in?
Yeah,
and
okay.
out?
Yeah, if somebody
'Cause
else can
I'm on a
sign in
fucked up
on the
delay.
admin account,
Yeah, you are.
then you're fine. But I don't know. You might be able to leave because Alex. I don't know. Try it. We can all come back if
No.
not. You're glitching anyway.
Yeah, you are.
I thought maybe it was my hillbilly internet that was causing him to glitch.
Hey,
Oh, it's
I want to
his.
give you some props, Rodney. Your sound is much better. Way much
Well,
better.
see,
Way better.
well, see,
It's
Paul,
awesome now.
I have figured this out over the 6 or 7 shows that we've done now. That when we first started, I couldn't get my microphone nothing to work, so I was stuck with these. And then here last time, I noticed that on a few of the clips, I was back to sound like I was in a pop can. Well, I had to leave for something, and I unplugged my headphones. And when I plugged them back in, it switched over to this microphone. So as long as I stay on track with my settings, I should be okay.
You sound much better. I'm proud
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah, you look
My
great.
light went out, and I feel I'm
You
so
look
anxious.
great. It sounds like when your wife comes down for your 20th wedding anniversary. How do I look? Yeah, you look great. Let's go. It's 20 years of this. You look great. Let's go eat. Come home. Go to
Let's
bed.
move it.
Andrew, do you only use only Berkeley worms? He was saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Berkeley
worm?
worm. Just one.
Purple
worm.
ribbon.
Yeah, it's actually I got it right here.
What worm?
Feeding the sunrise. It's an hour bait.
Back it off.
Oh,
bud.
yeah.
The purple
So what
ribbon.
are you? Yeah.
I haven't understood a word you fucking said the last 30 seconds.
Who, me? I don't have
Yes,
light.
I mean, I was what worm is it?
Let me. You can't hear me. Let me turn on the light.
No. I'm just saying. So you can
needed
see
that
the
when you're-
worm. You don't have to. You don't have to hear me.
Turn the music down so I
God
can
dang,
focus
man.
driving here, so I can read
You
the
gotta
map
put some
better.
sunscreen on.
Andrew, turn that light down. Now you're speaking in cursive.
He looks like he's about to get waterboarded.
Oh my god!
For several reasons, by the way. But anyway,
I mean that light, you know, when they got the light on them when they're trying to interrogate them.
Jesus, it does look like that.
oh yeah.
So back to that.
now
Hey,
we
back
hear
to
you
that
much
worm.
better.
This is it.
Oh, it's a ribbon tail too.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck
that's
yeah!
right,
See, that's
yeah.
old school there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
still in
And
the
I put a
summertime.
rattle
I'll
in it and put a rattle in the back. This is I can't even see it.
that ain't gonna work. We know.
How's that?
It's like an
Berkeley.
influencer trying to figure out a
No
ring
better.
light
Berkeley,
for the
I'm here,
first time.
buddy. I'm here for it, Berkeley. And I throw a rattle in the back, and that's all
I bet you do.
I'll throw.
What rattles
yeah.
do you use?
You should hear him when he twerks.
You would know on Zero.
You just crossed the line, buddy.
Oh, it's his back when he's twerking. Sounds like a rusty hinge.
It sounds like your Hobie.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Bill. At least mine's got pedals.
Forward only.
I got pedals, you shithead.
Whoa! Whoa! Telly!
Jessica. Jessica. Has anybody seen those? No.
No.
Me.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So a couple people have seen them.
Good time.
Oh goodness.
So that's
Yes,
a great. That's a
that's
great.
all I
That's a
just-
great
You
worm.
know what I just
That's a
got?
great worm.
Yes.
You know what I just got that I'm gonna throw tomorrow? Those flipping gills. Those little bluegill
Oh yeah.
creature baits style things
they
from
looking-
Sixth Sense.
You look insane.
Let's see them.
They're
You got
I
it?
grabbed. I did an order with them. Well,
I'll be back. I'll go get them.
they fucked me over. I put in an order for a
Oh!
bunch of jigsaws, and they messed up my shipping tracking stuff. So whenever I emailed customer service to ask them about it, they're like, "Oh, none of those are in stock anymore."
Oh,
They're
no.
like, so they end up just giving me credit, and I went in and bought some other stuff. And I was like, "This is some bullshit."
Yeah,
Those
especially if you want
jigsaws
something,
are
yeah.
sold out immediately. As soon as they post
Okay.
them, they're gone.
I just looked them up. Actually, they're all sold out, like you said. But are they great or are
They just got back in
trendy?
stock today. Well, they're
And
new.
they're
They
they're
just got
trendy
back
or
in
they're
stock today.
awesome.
Oh, they're not trendy. You fucking just chill out. I'll be right.
Dude, you're
Whoa,
the one who showed. Hey,
easy.
no, he showed us something the other day on the internet, and he did the influencer hand. You see this? So I can say trendy.
I just want to get them to try them. Like I got the slobber knocker to try it. I definitely did not
I
like
use a
it.
slobber knocker. Sorry, go ahead.
What's the deal? Are people catching fish with the Sixth Sense one, or is it just
I-
because it's their version out? Like, what's the deal with it?
I got it just because it was their version, just to try it. I mean, that's
Okay.
really what it was. Like I don't want to say I live and die by a Z-Man, bladed jig, whatever. But like,
Jackhammer.
the only reason why I buy jackhammer is if I have gift cards. I stick with I stick with the Evos. I can't. But I heard the Evos are aren't they done in production or something? Someone I thought was recently telling me
really?
about that. I think the tungsten ones are.
Wow.
You ever throw the big blade?
I did at night one time. We went out night fishing, and I mean that thing thumps, but I didn't catch anything on it.
I love
so.
it.
Have you caught anything on it?
Matter of fact, I have caught a fish.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great.
You know what? Whom the fucking worst bladed jig of all time? That Googan one. What did they call that?
The clickbait.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that thing sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Agreed.
I got that, and then they like came out and said it's not like a chatterbait. There was like a certain way you're supposed to retrieve that and everything or something, but it was garbage. It sucked so bad.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. If I put out a shit lure, nobody knew how to use.
yeah. Oh,
You're not
dude.
fishing it right, buddy.
That thing
Oh,
looks so
all right.
sick.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Oh, now I like that. Fuck yeah, who
that's
made
like
that?
badass.
When you,
That
you-
makes sense.
what do you rip that tail and then what? What do you use? What size hook do you put in that fucker?
I'm gonna put probably a 4 Texas rig it weight list. Throw it in some pads tomorrow. Shallow.
Huh.
I'll let you know.
Does anyone use the gillies, the G-Crack gillies at all?
I just started with those.
Okay.
Yeah. Since Joe started telling them, shout out ABF Tackle. I just started using them.
Yeah, when we were in Maryland, we were throwing them.
I started using those a couple of years ago, about when they really kind of started to take off. And the only thing I didn't like about them was I would Texas rig them, and I know the durability is always a big thing. But I noticed with them that even after you cast them, just your normal cast, that you would start ripping hooks out of them. They didn't have not so much the being hit or any of that or dragging it across stuff. They just didn't seem to have the durability to last when you're casting. And that for the money then, I don't know what they run now, but for like 4 soft plastics, it was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I've seen guys throw those on the back of chatterbaits, like those and the panoramas from 6 Sense. Yeah, I'm just curious how that actually.
Well, that was originally what got me in them, was on the back of a chatterbait, and I didn't like them at all. I felt like it caused too much wake with the chatterbait itself. You just couldn't get the same feel for it.
Okay.
How are you guys rigging them?
Have a strong tent to them.
They do. Are you rigging them horizontally or vertically like that?
I would
horizontally
side
vertical.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, flat.
You rig them flat like that to make them so you get that dead fish look.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I got to play around with those. I only bought some, I think the 2.8s, and I learned the hard way. When you're not using them, you got to put them back in that little plastic case.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, they're gonna molt together. It's not good.
The Z-Man
Z-Man's like that
instant melt.
But actually, I hadn't even thought about using one on a bladed jig. I have some HH Customs bladed jigs, small ones, downsized ones, that those 2.8s will work great on. I think I might rig that up for tomorrow. I got anybody else struggling like I am with fishing this year? Anybody else fucking just struggling? What is this?
I still haven't been out.
Bobby, I feel like it's so early on for us.
Okay, Ken wins. Everyone else sucks.
Dude,
if you're not watching this, you need to go listen. The chaos that happens when people are talking in the background, you have to watch it like 6 times to get all the shit going on in the background.
That's why this is only video. I don't do audio only.
Yeah, it'd be a mess if it was only audio.
Scary.
You'd be a
I went
fucking
out
mess.
actually.
You'd be a fucking mess, first of all.
Okay.
What's everyone's
And
preference
fuck you,
on
Ken. They're not just
chatterbait
trendy.
trailers?
Anyway.
Do you like straight tails or stuff with kick?
I can't hear over all these other nonsense people speaking.
I am 100% straight tail.
Is our light not bright enough?
Like 90% of the time, straight tail.
Yeah.
I'm usually a creature bait of some kind, like Ken was with the Googan. What are those Krakens? I love those behind a chatterbait.
I like a saucy swimmer myself. Paddle tail.
Yeah.
I'm a paddle tail guy. But I do some craws also for extra movement. That was Joe told me that like years ago. It's like it just gives more movement, bigger target for the fish.
Do you mind if I ask a question? Do you mind if I ask a question?
Yeah.
When I picked up my favorite bandito bug the other day, I saw these. I've never seen them before, but I feel like they've been there and I just missed out. Has anybody thrown the tugging bug?
That's new. That's new.
Is it new? Yeah, I never saw it. Take a quick look, fellas. What do you think?
I haven't.
How about that?
No, we're done with it. We're done
I
with
just heard
it. We
tug
haven't.
and my mind
we
went
just
elsewhere.
said-
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to start calling it.
I like that idea.
Hey, babe, have a little tugging bug tonight. A good name might spice it up a little bit.
Touch my little bug.
No tug without a little bug.
Yeah. Is it hard in here or is it me?
Hey, get some of that good old homemade baked fuel on there.
You want to talk about, okay, so we're on the topic of big box stores or large production
Are
baits.
Hey, to hear you say we're on the topic of anything is great.
I'll tell you right now, Andrew, you're fucking pissing me off tonight. Go ahead, Bobby.
We're loosely on the topic of big baits, big bait versus small craft custom baits, everything. I don't like to use the term like guilty pleasure, but let's go around the room and see what everybody's guilty pleasure big brand is. Like the thing where you're just like, I gotta lean on this. And if there's a couple where you're like, I use a shitload, 2 or 3 is fine. I'll go first. Okay. I've got 2 that I cannot shake for the life of me. One of them is Kitech. I use Kitech.
Oh yeah,
all the time. And I do think that the plastic is superior. I don't know if it's confidence, but I'll use 2-inch easy shiners all the way up to 6-inch fat impact swim baits. I don't mess around with any of their other stuff, but it's primarily for swim baits. Like that's a big one. The other one for me is Crush City. Rapala.
I've never had,
I love Crush City.
I have never been ashamed of Rapala
I like their marketing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's a guilty pleasure by any means. Like
that's what I'm saying. But that's like
the Freeloader is my number 1 chatterbait trailer. Like
that's what got me thinking about this. I'm the same way. I love the Freeloader and the Mayor. Oh, the Mayor is great for a small swim bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine is probably Zinn and Berkeley. If I had to pick,
Zinn as in like a nicotine pouch.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless you.
Respect. I can respect that. All right.
Yeah.
Here, hold on.
Yeah, Zinn.
You like
There
Bill.
we go, Zinn.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Zinn.
By the way, I heard him
little...
when I was getting off. He's making fun of me.
Dude, you can't get off on a podcast, you sick fuck.
I guess I can. I watch Jigs and Bigs every week.
He's Zeke-willed up.
Anyway,
yeah.
I Zeke-willed up and listen to Joe Brown and think about his mustache on an airbag. Anyway, I did that because I was in my garage and I have like some old 100-year-old light in there. Not because I'm a fucking TikToker. Now you're making me swear. You guys are really getting me going. Anyway, guilty pleasure. Guilty is always going to be when I throw the Googan stuff because it is like it's like like skateboard culture. Like like I made this whole thing like about that's just the most popular. You always hate the most popular thing, but the brand that I trust the most and go to is probably 6th Sense. Yeah. But guilty pleasure, I think Googan's a good one to bring up.
I think the same for me. I almost feel like I got to scream out like, I hate their hard baits, guys. Just using soft plastics kick ass.
Yep.
But I think that's that.
I like their jerk bait, their whatever it's called, the Scout bait. No, what's it called?
No, the Scout's like
Scout
a crank bait,
isn't it? Or
no,
Scout is Googan. What's their whatever their jerk bait was? It's pretty good. It's got the BBs in it, the ball bearings for the noise. I liked it. That's not what I throw, but I liked it.
You know what jerkbait I used for the first time and it blew me away was a Lucky Craft Pointer 100.
I've never
the only thing I could compare it to is a Vision 110.
Really?
Oh my God, unbelievable! Did I order it from Joe? No, I didn't order it from Joe. I ordered getting to buying shit you don't need. I bought a bunch of Bait Sanity finesse glide baits, these little gill glide baits. I bought like 8 of them. I've yet to throw one. So I bought a bunch of them, and I'm like, they get me for free shipping. This was what was it? What's that big tackle store in Arizona? The Hookup.
Arizona Tackle.
No, the Hookup Tackle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they, so I was like, I can get free shipping. Let me get some Kitechs. And then I was like, I'll pick up some of these. And I was like, this Lucky Craft is unfreaking believable.
I'm gonna write it down.
I'm a little stoned, guys, so I'm just if I go off topic, like feel free. Feel free to turn the. Okay, fair enough.
Bobby, what happened to your eyebrow?
I'm just trying to choose when I'm speaking. That's all, because my internet's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Look.
Yep, mine. Can y'all hear me? Because my computer ain't working.
I say, Paul, you're chopping up pretty bad.
Oh, we're being cyber attacked again.
I'll be back.
Not again.
Hold on a sec.
Can
you guys hear that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go along with what Bobby was saying. My guilty pleasure for a soft plastic is Yum Dinger's Wacky Rig for me.
Yeah.
Like they're cheap and I get a decent amount of fish out of one of them and everything. Like those are definitely, ones that I always have with me.
That's a good one.
Yum is a good
I'm
one.
I'm a Zoom White Pearl Fluke. That has to be my.
Yeah.
I could buy a case of that and not feel guilty about it.
Zoom Flukes and the Fat Albert Grub.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep. Zoom, I don't know what Zoom has done, and again they're super cheap, but
and they're everywhere.
They're a frowned upon old school plastic, right? But they work. Do what?
There's a lot of them in the bag, right?
Yeah, probably 8 or 10. Yeah.
In the bag. Yeah.
That's why I like the Yum as well. Like the regular size, like Yum Dingers. There's, I think same thing. It's like 8 or 10 in that bag for
that's awesome.
$4.99 or something.
I'm gonna be completely honest about Yum, and I don't like their packaging.
I don't.
I swear to God, I will not buy them because I do not like their packaging.
So Ronnie, here's my thing with it is that in my fishing shed I have like my tack board and everything. Yeah. If you open it, you lose the hanger hole. Like you have to just put it in a container. So like other baits, if I use them, I can just like hang them back up if I'm switching out between like lakes and everything. Yep. Those just have to go into a Tupperware bin.
Yep, I've never. I don't even know if I've ever even bought anything from Yum, just strictly because of their packaging.
Yeah. See, I love that. Like marketing is so important with this shit.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah,
totally is. Yeah. It's at least half of the ball game. Yep.
At least.
Well, and even look at a few years ago when like the Whopper Plopper was huge. If you looked at that case that River to Sea, it was as basic as it came, but it had that fancy, just like
the red,
white tablecloth kind of feel to it, and you just wanted to buy it. They could have put a $50 price tag on that little bastard, and everybody would have ate it up just because of how it looked elegant.
Whopper Plopper is a great lure, and like Cody, I always bounce things off Cody because he's such a hater. He's such a vocal hater of anything, and he was like laughing at us for using the Whopper Plopper. Boy, when he threw that Whopper Plopper the first time, he didn't untie that thing for a month. He was slaying with that.
That thing
I have never felt true heartbreak until I launched one of those 500 fucking yards into a goddamn tree. Yeah. Like, dude, once you hear that snap and that thing takes off, breaks the sound barrier, your heart just breaks because you know what you paid for that goddamn thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I sent Frog, and I actually sent off, and it was like 1150 or whatever it was. And I remember I snapped off, and that thing probably.
Drive a fucking Mercedes, dude. 1150. Fire me up.
Whoa. Why are we throwing shots here?
I'm sorry.
I'm an ally. Come on.
You're a fucking piece of shit. Anyway,
I prefer the Chapo versus the Whopper Plopper.
Yes, 100%.
I was just gonna. Oh, really? That's so funny because I was just gonna say.
Who makes that?
All for knockoffs.
Berkeley.
Oh, okay. I'm all for knockoffs and stuff like that.
Except for that.
I think the Chapo is such garbage. Same thing as the Googan revolver thing.
Revolver.
That thing was
garbage.
I won't get on board with the revolver, but here is my thing with the Chapo and the Whopper Plopper. It is the Chapo is more. It's sleek. It's more. I don't know, but your Whopper Plopper it's just bulky. It's got that, and I don't know. I like the way the Chapo moves through the water better.
Dude, don't body shame on this podcast.
I am.
My God.
I heard Chapo is on Ozempic.
I mean, if it catches me fish, I don't care what shit they're injecting into it. So it's fine by me.
Yes, sir.
And the Whopper Plopper always seemed like they're from the tail to the body had a little bit of gap in there to where if you got into any kind of weeds, it was fucked. And the Chapo it seemed like it was tighter. You didn't have that near that wrist.
Don't throw treble hooks to the weeds, then. You know what I mean?
Well, the Whopper Plopper also, like I run fluoro only, so I'd have to like hold that thing up after like 20 casts and just let it unwind for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
I mean the Whopper Plopper does the same thing. Like they both are. They spin.
That's what I mean.
They spin the line. There's nothing you can do about it. But
no, I'm talking about the Whopper Plopper. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but I agree with her. I think the Chapo sounds better going through the water. So
really,
and I don't know if it was proper, but even talking about the spinning, I always put a small swivel when I'd put one of those on. And it would if you burned it fast enough, it would stop that line twist. But if you slowed down, then you got everything working against each other.
Yeah.
But
you know,
you really had to burn it
until I started fishing with Cool Kids, and they told me not to use swivels anymore. And I never had a problem with it until Cool Kids told me that we don't use swivels anymore.
Man, fuck them.
And into that, there is Bill. When we were talking earlier, this is the part where I'm going to make enemies because what you just said there with the Cool Kids and the big box stores. I think now, and in the I'm gonna say since just after COVID and your Googans really started to take on, I feel like those Cool Kids made it more difficult for kids and even adults, I guess, to get into the industry by shopping at your Walmart and getting your basics because the Cool Kids weren't using that. They weren't seeing it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So Walmart was shunned. Sure. I mean, look at how when we even grew up with clothing, Champion, Starter, any of that stuff. If you wore that, you were the poor kid. You didn't have a pot to piss in. But now that same hoodie that mom and dad were scraping around to put you in when you were a kid is now $100 hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those Cool Kids have kind of ruined the big box store and the introduction to the sport and the lifestyle of outdoors anything.
The swivel is a conspiracy, and I'll tell you why. Yes, you got more break-off points, right? But a knot's a knot. It's a conspiracy because they don't want you to be able to take off your bait really easy and put another one on. They want you to carry 14 poles to go fishing instead of having a couple of rods with swivels on.
There you go.
I don't use them either because the Cool Kids told me not to.
I think Ken's lagging because we were talking about that like 5 minutes ago.
No, that's how slow he talks. It takes that long for his mouth to catch up with the fucking shit we hear.
Actually,
that's because that's actually has nothing to do with that. And I will defend you. It's because his head is so goddamn gigantic. It takes his brain a long time to process what was said.
I'm actually very quick-witted, as you know. But what I'm trying to do is give everybody their talking time and come in when there's an opportunity. Because I'm a professional podcaster.
Hey, it's not a dildo.
Why are you yelling?
I don't
stick it so close to your mouth.
Hey, Screamer. I don't think swivels have more breaking points than a knot to a lure. I think it's the same amount. I think it's one knot, right?
2.
How's there 2?
Because I tie mine on twice.
God damn it!
Look, Bill's using the swivels with the quick clip on it, like he's 5 years old.
Yes, that's what I'm talking. I was talking about the quick. Yes, that's what I was talking about.
That's what I thought everybody knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't use them, but I did, and I never had a problem with them until kids told me not to use them no more.
I've used them on crankbaits. Like if I'm throwing like deeper running crankbaits and everything, if I want to switch colors quick, I've used those on there before. Like they haven't affected how I've thrown stuff. And if I'm trying to nail down a color that's working for that day and I'm dragging like 6XDs along the bottom in 20 feet of water, like I want to be able to switch that stuff quick. Yeah. So
you guys, you're talking snaps, right?
Yeah. That's a snap.
I'll use them for catfishing. That's it.
I use them for glide baits.
Yep.
You know, like big glides. It's just because if there's a change that I want to make and I want to do it quickly, like that's a lot of tag end to tie all that time. I just don't want to go through that much line.
Yeah.
You know, if it's and also if it's got a split ring at the tie-on point, use a snap.
Yep.
I agree. I did that on like a number of my deep diving stuff. Yep. I just took the split ring off and just put a snap swivel on it, or a snap. Are they called snap swivels, or are they just called snap?
They're different. Two different things. Snaps and snap swivels are different things. Yeah.
Snap swivels will have the longer,
Yep. And it's got an actual swivel. Actually, you know what you're supposed to use those on are inline spinners. And I find I get better action out of inline spinners if I go direct tie.
If you have some video, still don't use them, but I direct tie as well.
Oh my God. What's controversy here? What's everyone's preferred knot?
The balloon.
Hang on.
The dog knot.
Hang on. You motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Gotta be quicker.
You earned that shit. I know. I got multiple windows I gotta open. Oh, Jesus.
That was good.
Yeah. Don't pop a balloon in your house, I'll tell you that.
No.
We heading down bad territory. What the fuck happened to Steve-O?
Let's hear the story.
He never came back.
He just came back as you said that. This is like too many coincidences. Hold on.
He's at Wawa. Now, is he driving? He's driving.
What just happened?
Oh shit! This shit ain't gonna get monetized now.
Oh god.
What's up, fellas? So.
Oh, we're back. Now he's in a car. We're definitely gonna lose him.
Yeah. And
he's gone.
And he's gone.
Now he's trapped in that tunnel on 95 in Baltimore.
Wait,
he's gone?
He's eating handfuls of popcorn while he's driving and podcasting at the same time.
Oh my god!
Doesn't he drive like a little Geo Metro or something? I mean, he probably has to drive with his knees anyway.
Dude, it is so wild that the only show that he has made it from start to finish in was the spelling bee one, and he has never been able to redeem himself because of that. From start to finish, he was here
for like a week after when all the clips were coming out. He just kept texting me like, "Man, I was ambushed. You guys never really told me what was going on." like as if he was like he would have studied for a spelling test.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's got his kid in there teaching him the words that they did at the spelling bee last year. Hey, can you ask your teacher for your spelling bee words?
And don't even think about saying disappear again. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not going to ask that.
Oh my god!
Listen, my internet's so bad. I have no idea how this is gonna work out. But I thought my theory was that we're all gonna be kind of on the same page, where it's great to shop local. I don't even consider like what Joe's doing necessarily like shop. I think it's small business because he's just starting up. But that's not local baits, right? That's big brand baits that are harder to get. So obviously we're going to support friends. We're going to support local. Hookset Hoodlums is smaller than I think most people realize. You know, it's like such a small business. And so it's all good to support local business. But when it comes to tackle, I think ultimately, no matter what your beliefs are, you're always going to go with what you trust, what your confidence is, and accessibility. It's the same reason why, like, I talk about Maine, like when I was growing up in Maine, like people like shit on Walmart. I'm like, oh, yeah, Walmart gives about half that town a job. You know what I mean? No one here is hating on Walmart. That's where everybody gets their food, their clothes, their bait, their tackle, all this stuff. So for me, I'm a big fan of supporting and shopping local and small businesses. And like you mentioned, Dark Horse, I think they are the like kind of such a great example of that, where they just constantly highlight small bait makers and stuff like that. But I think the reality of it is, unless you're doing some huge order to stock up for the year, you're going to go with what you trust. And like I said, I buy a Klondike Custom Creations for our boy Thayer. I buy, pig jigs or fish or dye and stuff like that. But I don't have any connection other than trust to their product and supporting them. So when it comes to like sponsors and shit like that, there's nothing that you need to stay. Oh, I don't need to only use, Flirt Skirt. Not that that's just an example because they were a sponsor of mine. But yeah, I'm all for like, oh hey, I'm gonna try this new Berkeley scent. I'm gonna try 6 Cents just came out with new jigsaws. They're available. You're gonna go with what you trust, what you know. So I felt like we'd probably all be on the same page. And I feel like we are, but
I mean, I agree with you 100%. Like at some point or another, it's like I equate everything to restaurants because I'm a fat shit. But
you look great, Bobby. Seriously,
I love going to locally owned restaurants that are like farm to table, shit like that. But everybody who's ever eaten food at one time or another has had Applebee's. And like, it's just one of those things where it's convenient, or you're in an area and you're not familiar with what's in that area, so you go to it. It's just it's like one of those things. Like,
mute that motherfucker, Bill.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous.
What the fuck was that? He just jumped in the river.
On my computer, he was in a home and then he was in a car. I think he drove his car into his living room.
I think he's living in 2 dimensions.
Only thing that survived was live, laugh, love. Didn't knock a letter off the wall.
Bobby, I love the restaurant example. I love the restaurant example because you're going with what you know. I will say, I will never choose it. Almost never choose a chain over local for food, but I agree with you. Yeah. It's like if you're in Missouri, you're probably not going, to a pizza place, some random
unless it's the Cheesecake Factory,
the Texas Roadhouse. You're going to go with what you know. The Texas Roadhouse.
Because it's at least going to be reliable.
Perfect example is last week I was in Florida, and where did I went to Walmart and I got a shitty spinning reel, and I got Berkeley worms, and they had exactly what I wanted, and I caught fish on it.
Well, that is the best example. Actually, you're 100% right, because you're not going to spend a bunch of money. You just want to get on a fish or two, and Walmart's going to have
something you can throw away.
That's actually a perfect example.
Bill,
I spent $11 on a spinning reel. Like, how
can you put this
that?
Picture on for me? The one I sent over. So
I got it.
I'm gonna.
It better not be dicks.
Jesus Christ. It's not dicks. Okay. It's not dicks.
Look at the head on that thing. Look at the head on that. Bill, you better get off that Z-Quill, man.
Look at the trophy in the background. Look at the trophy in the background.
Oh, right? Yeah. There you go. What do you notice that is not on that jig?
A line hook?
Trailer?
Weed guard? I can't tell.
Oh, weed guard. Yes, there's no weed guard on that jig, on that football head jig.
How the fuck are we supposed to see through the skirt to see that?
I said it.
Oh, no, it would be right there. It would be the line ties right there. So
yeah, the line ties right there.
See it anyway.
So here's what I think the benefit is to keeping an ear to the small or local or domestic or more craft tackle, I guess would probably be the more encompassing word. This is a guest that we just had on the show like 2 or 3 weeks ago. His name's Joe Ravenna, and he's out in Wisconsin, Illinois area, and he makes these jigs. Those jigs are called Gentlemen's Club's jigs, and they're a football head jig with no weed guard and a negative 15-degree line tie. A screw, like they're so well engineered. The head style, actually on the backside, I have another picture I can send if you want, but it's textured. So when you drag it, it creates an uneven surface and can scrape.
It has like the warts on the back of it, basically.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Let me send you a picture, one that's a little bit better.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
What was the name of that jig?
Yeah, because I think Picasso makes something like that as well.
Yep. Yeah. Here we go. This one will show the head style, but it's just one of those, like, if like Berkeley's not going to make this right now. The benefit to when Berkeley does decide to do this is that they can make that product accessible to anybody. Yeah. They can do it cheap. It's the same thing with you see that's how wild. It's textured. It's dude, and those skirts, every one of his skirts are hand tied live rubber or live rubber and silicone mix. I can't wait to throw these. I can't wait to throw these.
That thing's awesome.
It is.
But it's like awesome. That's the coolest part, the innovation, so you get the juice beforehand and you have an idea of what's going on, and then giant company comes out and puts out their own thing. That's why I don't get mad when how it's only going to be a matter of time before somebody else is making the version of a Juby Craw. Okay, that's cool. Then I don't have to break my ass trying to find it from Great Lakes Finesse.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, accessibility is huge.
The marketing and accessibility, like the other thing that guy did, that logo with the jig head with the mustache and that thing was like that stood out to me. That's the same guy.
Yep. Yep, that's the Gentlemen's Club's jigs. I can't wait to throw them. I have one. I have one that I'm going to give to Joe because I really think he should carry these at AVF. Because it's a JDM hook, so it tracks.
Yeah, it does fit.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby, give them this idea. Gentlemen's Club's jigs. They got to have one with no weed guard and no skirt. Just a bare ass look.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Little dollar bill on the jig head.
Yep, and bruises all over her knees because she's not good at spinning around the. I'm sorry. That's a couple of superficial scabs on the wrist. Wow!
Speaking of
scabby God,
Bobby, have you ever had any elbow issues because you hold that mic and never move it the whole time? It's kind of impressive.
Amazing. It is amazing.
Like 6 days a week, I have a mic, handheld mic in my hand at all times. It's ridiculous. Sometimes I'm talking to my wife, like around the table, and I'm holding a microphone.
Got your fork with fucking meatball and tomato sauce on it.
We're all amazed that you don't have TMJ, Paul, from giving Alex Dome. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah, that's about as stupid as you. So I see you let your stubble grow out, so you didn't look quite as much like powder.
What are you just? Why am I getting attacked? I'm trying to be nice.
Bitch, you just attacked me as tit for tat. I had something really nice to say to Bobby. You made me freaking forget it.
I hate to say this, but if that is an attack on you, then it makes me think you're not an ally.
Look, why don't you go talk shit to Ken and Andrew?
He always does.
Since they aren't mean enough to tell you the truthful hurdies.
Andrew has, to be honest with you, even with my bad internet and delays all night, I think Andrew has gone against me and derailed this entire show all night. I think he's been negative. I don't think he did much for my confidence today. I think if anything, I could have been on my game today, but he derailed me constantly. I think Ken.
Oh, it's your internet because it sucks.
No, it's
guys,
Verizon.
Thank you for watching Bass and Brews. Thank you for watching Bass and Brews. The show's over. We're done. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming on. Make sure you listen to Jigs and Bigs. Make sure you listen to Bass and Brews, I guess. And whatever.
Look,
AVF Tackle.
Bab has dropped. I know Bab has dropped down, way down, because we came out here tonight and Bill had a fucking itinerary to go through.
Actually, we covered it. We covered it so much more than I ever thought we would.
Look, we didn't even show up tonight. I'm supposed to be recording right now. Thanks for having me on again.
That is kind of crazy. You're recording tonight, and it's bedtime, and you guys haven't started, and you have a guest.
It's like the third time I've said this, Bill. And you're just now putting that.
I know.
Because Wi-Fi
is surprised by it.
I should that surprise after his last story of the fucking
trailer
wheel. Yeah, the trailer story. At one point, I thought we were done with it. There was no conclusion.
I got my plate. It was a joke. I got my plate. Trailer's registered. Hookset.hoodlums.com. Show's over.
Over and out. TTYL.
Bobby, have you been fishing at all up there?
Yeah, I got my ass handed to me at Oxbow today.
Really?
It was ridiculous. Yeah. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. Like I've